So far, we've covered how to use ChatGPT for keyword research, brainstorming content ideas, and then creating SEO-friendly headlines and subheadings. In this lesson, we'll now look at how to take all of this and turn it into a fully fleshed out, optimized, engaging content. Whether you're writing a complete blog post, product descriptions, or fine-tuning sections of your article, we can use ChatGPT to create the draft for this content. By doing this, we can save ourselves a ton of time, make sure that our content naturally includes our keywords, and is structured and flows the way we need it to. Using the prompt book from the downloadable resources, we can use these prompts to generate everything from start to finish, or pieces of different content that we're working on. And remember, you should always go over the output from ChatGPT just to make sure that it's correct and valuable for your audience. But again, the amount of time that you can save here is worth it. From the previous lessons, let's say we've come up with the following. We're a Ford dealership working on an article that can hopefully drive traffic to look at our electric car inventory. We chose the main topic, Ford electric vehicle tax credit in Illinois, and that's what we want to write about. The keyword that we found that had the best traffic that we're looking for is Illinois electric vehicle tax credit. Our main headline, which can also be our title, is maximizing your savings with the Illinois electric vehicle tax credit. And finally, we have a list of the outline and subheadings. I'll head back to the prompt book and we'll just start with the first one here. Write a complete blog post on topic using keyword, incorporating the existing headline and subheadings to maintain a logical structure and SEO flow. I'll copy this, head back into ChatGPT, and paste it into the message bar. After that, I'll then go through and replace the placeholders that I have in the prompt with the info that we just looked at that we came up from the other lessons. I'll change the topic to Ford electric vehicle tax credit in Illinois, and the keyword with Illinois electric vehicle tax credit. Finally, I'll then fill in the headline and the subheadings. After I finish with all of that, I'll then send it off, and ChatGPT will then begin drafting an entire article with all of the info that I gave it, and it'll make sure that it's optimized for my keyword. We can then go through this, and again, make sure that all of the info that it wrote about is correct, and then work with it to make any changes that we may need to make. For instance, one that you might need to do is tell it to expand on a section, or maybe talk about a topic that it missed. The goal here is to speed up our content creation process and make sure that everything is as optimized as it possibly can. But you should still go over everything and make sure that it's correct and has your voice and input. Once you're happy with the final draft, you can then copy this and paste it into whatever platform that you use and want to share on, like your website, a blogger site, wherever you share your content. Let's look at a few more examples. Maybe we just want to come up with an introduction to a blog post that we're working on or already have done. The introduction is the most important part for grabbing your reader's attention, and it should include your keyword early on. So this is where we can focus and make sure that we nail it perfectly. We'll head back into the prompt book, and then we'll copy this one here. Write a blog post introduction for topic, ensuring keyword is smoothly integrated and aligns with the headline to capture reader interest and boost SEO. Let's say we have a travel blog and we're writing about things to do around Chicago this Halloween. I've already done the research to find my keyword and headline, so I'll go ahead and plug these into the placeholders. The topic's going to be 5 spooky Halloween events near Chicago that locals love. My keyword is going to be Halloween events near Chicago. And again, the headline is going to be 5 spooky Halloween events near Chicago that locals love. I'll go ahead and send this off, and ChatGPT will then write me an introduction to the blog post that I'm working on, and it'll be optimized for the information that I gave it. I can then read through this, make sure it works for the rest of the content that I already have, and make any edits that I may need to make. And when we're finished, again, we can just copy this and paste it into wherever we write our final content. You can do this also for any section that you're working on in your post. Maybe you need to come up with a new section further in the article or expand on one that you already have. You can also use the same process for creating a conclusion to the post. Next, let's look at creating a description for a product that you might be selling on an online store. We'll use the example that we've looked at before and say we sell 3D printed toys and figures. We have a cute axolotl that we're selling, and it's called Oxy the Rainbow Axolotl. The keyword that we want to target is rainbow colored 3D printed axolotl toy. We can head back into our prompt guide and then copy this prompt here. Write a product description for product, ensuring that keyword is used strategically to highlight its features and benefits while optimizing for SEO. We'll replace the product with Oxy the Rainbow Oxalotl, and then the keyword with the one that we came up with from before. Send this off, and we'll get back a draft product description that we can use on our web store. We can again then edit this even further if maybe it left specific info off that we want to include, or whatever we want to do. This would work the same way also if we were using this to write a service description instead of a product. Again, looking back at our roofing company examples from before, we can use the same prompt, but this time replace product with hail damage roof repair, and then use our long tail keyword that we found, roof repair service near Chicago. Send this off, and we'll get back a perfect service description that we can use on our website. And finally, we can generate a strong call to action that we can add to the end of any blog post, product, or service description, or we can just use it as a social media post in general. This encourages your readers to take some sort of action, whether it's signing up to a newsletter, making a purchase, or even reading more content. So for instance, going back to the electric vehicle tax credit example, we could use this prompt here. Create a strong SEO-friendly call to action for a social media post on topic, ensuring that it includes keyword and encourages readers to engage. We would just replace topic here with Ford electric vehicle tax credits, and then the keyword with Illinois electric vehicle tax credit. Send this off, and we'll then get a draft back that we can use to post to our social media accounts with a call to action that can include checking out an article on our website. Continue trying out the rest of these prompts, seeing what works for what you're trying to write about. Whether it's blog posts or articles, product or service descriptions, general website info, or even social media posts, you should have enough here now to get you going.